Well, it was either this or Arctic Dogs. And I wasn't even playing at the theater that I work at. Not even when it was originally released. Speaking of dogs, those aren't even mine. Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis Media once again, and welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. I can't believe I'm reviewing this movie. But anyways, let's get into Playing with Fire. I am... I was not planning on seeing this movie at all. And I got a couple of questions saying, are you going to see Playing with Fire? Even though I don't really review movies like this anymore. But before I get the criticisms out of the way, Playing with Fire is a new family comedy from Nickelodeon Movies and stars John Cena as a firefighter, sort of, not really, but yeah, he's with John Leguizamo and Keegan Michael Key, and they rescue these kids from a burning cabin or something, and when they rescue them, they have to take care of them until their parents are able to get them, or you think they're coming to get them. I would say if I say what actually happens, that's spoiling, but do you really care if I spoil movies like this? Do you really? Oh, this movie. What do you I want you to pause this video and think about what I thought of this movie. It should be very, very obvious. Yeah, this movie was terrible. I mean, I've seen some pretty bad movies. Hellboy, The Kitchen, Hustle, Gemini Man. Uh, what else? What else? Dark Phoenix. What else? 47 Meters Down, Uncaged. Honestly, I hate this movie even more than all those movies. I mean, you can watch this. Now, it's really easy to hate on a movie like this. You look at the trailer and say, huh, this movie looks stupid. But, you know, kids and families are going to see it. And that's exactly what happened. I saw this in a theater packed with little kids, and they were talking throughout the entire movie. I think one of them was crying either because they were terrified or something, or they hated the movie and they just wanted their parents to take them out. But really, this movie is exactly what you think it is, okay? I don't really need to get into bad performances because kids really don't care about that. They just want to be entertained. And they're going to be entertained. You want to know why? Well, there's toilet humor, there's poop jokes, there's fart jokes. There are scenes where John Cena takes his shirt off. One scene particularly just like there's a scene where he's in a small My Little Pony shirt. I'm not kidding, and he rips it off. Like, there is a lot of My Little Pony in this movie, especially towards the end where they throw a birthday party for the little girl in the movie who loves My Little Pony, and not just her. There's a man who barely speaks, and, you know, when he sees My Little Pony, he just picks the girl up and starts singing, My Little Pony, My Little Pony, because we never heard him speak before. It's stupid, but there are parts in this movie that can be absolutely laughable because of how dumb they are, and there are just those parts of the movie that just have me going, because there are parts in this movie that really, really bored me, and I didn't really expect that. I mean, yes, I did expect that. I mean, there are really moments, like there's this moment where John Cena and the kids are in the woods, and John Cena has to take a poop, but he can't leave this girl behind because this girl is scared and wants an adult with her, so he's holding on to her while he poops in the woods. And there's a scene where they're changing this kid's diaper, and he has a gas mask on, but he sucks the poop off, and it's in his... Ah... Usually, when movies like this come out, I mean, we got a lot of movies. Like, we got the Raja Gosnell masterpieces, or the Chipmunk movies, or the Scooby-Doo movies. We got movies like those that come out in the 2000s. This definitely feels like a 2000 movie. And, yeah, this movie is clearly aimed towards children, but here's the thing. Movies like this are way too childish. They're for like kids, like maybe 4 to 5. I wouldn't recommend taking 8-year-olds or 10-year-olds to see this because honestly, if like really, just wait till Frozen 2 comes out. Like really, because Frozen 2, I know Disney has had a lot of controversy, but in terms of their animated films, to their sequels, their animated sequels like Toy Story 4, those are still worth watching. Because I've heard buzz that Frozen 2 is actually supposed to be really good. Let's hope the buzz is true. But guys, this movie, for the most part, it was just painfully unfunny. It's a movie that I think you shouldn't take your kids to see in the theaters. It's best to just wait till video, so you won't have to be interrupted by a big crowd of little kids. Because Dora and the Lost City of Gold is also a Nickelodeon movie, and that's a movie that you can easily think is garbage when first seeing it. But that was actually a pretty decent movie. I don't think it's 84% Rotten Tomatoes good, but it's definitely better than this. But all in all, this is just exactly what I expected it to be. Even if on rental, it would be expected. But I've seen other movies that I can say this is easily one of the worst movies I've seen this year. It might make top 5. In fact, it definitely might take top 5 because this movie, it was just painful. It was just childish, but that's kind of what I expected. And all in all, and for a movie called Playing with Fire, it has less to do with firefighting and more, taking care of these little kids. I mean, usually when the fire stuff happens, it's basically in the beginning. Like, the last sequence has nothing to do with something burning down. It's rescuing these kids off a cliff. And that's basically it. But all in all, yeah, this movie, it's kind of what I expected. I'm glad at least it didn't make more money than Doctor Sleep. I'm thankful for that. But this movie is just a kitty cash grab that you can take your kids to see. But all in all, it's painful, believe me. It's been like 2 years since I fully gave a movie this rating, but I'm gonna give Playing with Fire a half out of 5. It's been a long time since I gave a movie that rating, but you know what? I feel like I just have to give that rating to some movie, because I feel like I just have to. And I think this movie definitely deserves it. And if you comment down in the comments saying, "Oh, of course this movie is made for you. You just hate kids' movies." Ugh. That's not true. Home Alone, Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, the original movie, and there's a lot of live-action Disney movies that I do enjoy, like the Muppet movies, the good Muppet movies, even the new Muppet movie, and Enchanted, even though that has animation spring, Mary Poppins. There's a lot of live-action kids movies that I do happen to enjoy. The original Jumanji, Zathura, that's another movie I don't mind. The Goonies, even though that's more for teenagers. And E.T., which is also more of a teen movie, but that can be aimed towards kids. I watched that movie when I was a kid. So there are kids movies that I enjoy. It's just there are particular ones that I think, you can actually watch with your family, and not just one that you can turn on for your kids so they can just shut up for an hour and a half. But yeah, calm down. There's a movie coming out on Friday, and yes, I am seeing Ford vs. Ferrari. But there's also another movie coming out that I did not think would actually be released around where I live, and I am super excited to see it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.